The Man Who Knew My Routine. A true crime Whispered Dark Diaries tale. Welcome back to Whispered Dark Diaries, where the stories are quiet, but the fear stays with you. Tonight's story is about routine, about the places we trust, and about how being watched doesn't always feel like danger until it's too late. I used to believe the gym was the safest place in my day. Bright lights, cameras in every corner, people moving constantly, coming and going. A place where nothing truly bad could happen. I was wrong. My name is Elise, and this is how I learned that predators don't always hide in shadows. Sometimes they hide in routines. Sometimes they hide in places we choose because we believe they're safe. The gym was my quiet place. Work was loud. Life was loud. The gym was the one place where no one needed anything from me. I didn't have to talk. I didn't have to explain myself. I didn't have to be anything but present in my own body. That mattered more than I realized. I joined in early spring. Nothing fancy, just a mid-sized gym close to my apartment. Clean floors, decent lighting, open late. I went 4 nights a week, almost always after work. Same days, same time, same machines. I liked knowing where I would be and when. Routine gave me control when everything else felt uncertain. I didn't know then that routine can also be a map. I always started on the treadmill near the mirrors. Not because I liked watching myself run, but because I liked seeing everything behind me without turning around. After that, the corner rack, then stretching, then home, same locker, same row, third from the end. I had a playlist I never changed, songs timed perfectly to my pace. I told myself it was discipline. It wasn't. It was predictability. The first time I noticed him, he didn't stand out. Blue hoodie, headphones, average build. Just another man working out behind me. I wouldn't remember him if you asked me to describe him now. That's important, because nothing about him felt wrong. The second time, he was stretching when I arrived. The third time, he was finishing his workout when I was halfway through mine. By the 4th week, something tightened in my chest. He was there every time I was. I told myself I was imagining it. Gyms have regulars, people build schedules, coincidences happen, and women are taught very early not to assume danger where there's no proof. So I ignored the feeling I shouldn't have. Small things started to pile up. If I switched treadmills, he didn't follow right away. He waited. If I moved to weights, he finished what he was doing, then appeared nearby. Always delayed, always plausible, always just far enough away to feel accidental. Never staring, never speaking, just aligning. I began watching myself watch him. I became aware of how often my eyes flicked to mirrors, how often I adjusted my pace just to see if he would adjust too. And the worst part was realizing this. I was changing my behavior and he wasn't. One night, I left early. No locker room, no shower. Just grabbed my bag and walked out. I didn't tell anyone, didn't change clothes, didn't follow my routine, and in the reflection of the glass doors, I saw him stand up behind me. That was the first time fear settled into my body, not panic, recognition. I told myself I was being dramatic. So I tested it. I changed everything. Morning workouts instead of evenings. Different days, different entrances. He adjusted too, not immediately, but inevitably. The night he spoke to me wasn't inside the gym. It was in the parking lot. I dropped my keys. Before I could bend down, he picked them up. Our fingers didn't touch. He smiled, polite, practiced. "You switched from evenings," he said casually. "Morning suits you better." My body went cold. I laughed, forced it. "You must be confusing me with someone else." He tilted his head slightly. "No," he said, "I don't think I am." And then he walked away. That sentence replayed in my head all night, not because of what it said, but because of what it meant. He hadn't guessed. He had observed. That night, I checked my gym app. My attendance history was gone. Every check-in, every timestamp wiped clean. The next morning, my locker was unlocked. Nothing stolen, just moved. Shoes aligned perfectly, towel folded, water bottle turned so the label faced forward. Control without theft, a message without words. I didn't report it because nothing illegal had happened, and because a part of me was afraid of being told I was overreacting. That fear kept me quiet. That silence helped him. A week later, I arrived to find a note on my treadmill. Typed. No handwriting, no smudges. "You push harder when you think you're alone." I didn't finish my workout. I never went back. I canceled my membership online that night. 2 hours later, I received an email. Routine updated. Inside was a single sentence. "You don't need the gym anymore. I know where you go now. I moved apartments 3 months later. Different neighborhood, different locks, different routines. For a while, I felt safe again. I told myself it was over. I was wrong. 6 months later, police arrested a former gym facilities supervisor. He had access to cameras, lockers, schedules, email systems. On his computer were spreadsheets, women's names, workout times, locker numbers, license plates. Mine was highlighted. Next to it was a single word: escaped. I still work out, but never on a routine, because true crime doesn't start with violence. It starts with observation, and the most dangerous people don't chase. They wait. If you ever notice someone who knows your schedule too well, believe yourself and leave sooner than I did. If this story stayed with you like the video, subscribe to Whispered Dark Diaries and share it with someone who trains alone. Because safety isn't about being watched. It's about knowing who's watching back.